A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to Pre-Bell with Team William India. Today, January 15, 2024, and please go through the disclaimer. Okay, so if we look at the Nifty 50 setup, last week we closed at all-time high. The closing was an excellent one. So there was a patch, I think, the first half of the January, we were trading a bit sideways. And I think that's what we were discussing when the market was going through this, higher phase, that we might soon go through the phase of consolidation and at least test the 21 DMA because that's always important. इतना टाइम से 21 DMA वैसे देखो तो नवंबर से कभी क्लोज ही नहीं आया 21 DMA के. So there are always chances either the market falls 3-4% or you see the long consolidation so that 21 DMA catches up. So the green line is the 21 DMA, and that's what had happened last week. It hit a new high again, and I think volume was also on the higher side. It was above average. So you can consider it as a breakout after a small consolidation. So now it is important for Nifty to at least hold the low of the Friday session, and I think we might again today go to a fresh high, and that's what looks like. Looking at the breakout on the Friday, that we might again hit a new high over here. That this has been an excellent bull run. The way the things are moving higher and higher, that has been solid. If you look at the top formation signs, then the first thing that we look at is the distribution day. Okay, so distribution day count abhi 4 hai. The count is at 4, a little higher, but I think if we are holding well above the key moving averages, then distribution day might not hurt that much. But if we would have reached the 21 over here, or if we do it this week, if there is some correction and 21 DMA breach hota hai, then that might be a matter of worry that with a higher distribution day count, you are breaching 21 DMA. But broadly, I think soon the distribution day will start expiring. So, which we got in the last month. So, no major issues over there as well. Even the broader markets are doing quite well, and the now the major stocks, especially the IT stocks, after the good result, they are coming into the momentum. The TCS, the Infi, even after the Friday closing, HCL Technologies, Wipro, they also came up with the good numbers. So I think the sectors like IT also now coming into the momentum, and that's what helping the market. Now, if you look at the key results today, Geo, Angel One, Pet Financial Services, Nalco, PCB, and Suraj Estate, and many others. So, BHEL has received an LOA for an EPC package for the 3 by 800 megawatt NLC Talabira Thermal Power Project and Odisha from NLC India. The project is is high worth around 15,000 crore. DMart's Q3 was in line with estimate. The PAT as well as the revenue growth was around 18%, while margin was largely stable above 8%. Ananthraj launched the QIP at rupees 296 per share to raise rupees 500 crore. Wipro's Q3 FY24 revenue grew almost 2%, while and also the PAT growth was around 2% on a QOQ basis. The attrition rate continued to moderate, and it's now at a 12 quarters low. HCL Technologies revenue and margins were above estimate. So overall, I think the result scenario is quite good. DMart, Wipro, and HCL Tech. Now, if you look at the global markets, there was some volatility in US on Friday after the inflation data. But broadly, if you see, the closing was quite decent. The closing was flat. जो भी लॉस था वो रिकवर हो गया है, and I think the US markets are also trying to move towards a fresh high. If you look at the Asian market, Nikkei as well as the Shanghai trading higher, Kospi trading flat. So broadly, there are no negative cues from the global market. In fact, looking at the Asian market, there are some positive cues for the overall market. Now, if you look at the Gift Nifty, then it indicates a positive opening. It is now trading above 22,000 and almost 50 points higher than then. If you look at the closing on the Friday, then in cash it was 894. It gives 894, 21894. But if you look at the future, it was 21973. So if you this is the future level, तो अगर 973 से compare करो, so almost 80 to 80 points higher opening indicated looking at the current level. So let's see around 80 to 100 points higher opening if we can get on Nifty, and that will be a fresh high. So we might closely move towards the 22K in today's session, but let's see if we can reach that milestone and move above that. But we might open very close to that level. That's what is expected. Now, if you look at the stock of the day or chart of the day, Repco Home Finance looks quite good. It has just broken out of its cup with handle base. So Friday's session was a really good one for the stock. The number of funds has also increased for the company. If you look at the last few quarters result, the EPS growth has been excellent, plus the sales growth has been really good. And if you look at the real estate के सारे stocks देखते हो तो they are at a very very good momentum. It's at fresh high. So 2023 में real estate was the top gaining sector, around 100%. It had doubled. जो real estate index है Nifty Realty, that has doubled. And so I think if you look at the home finance sector, so now if there's a good momentum in the real estate sector, then this home finance might also do well. And the setup is quite good for the Repco Home Finance. The low volume base formation, and now the breakout was on a good high volume. It's just above the pivot. Let's see if we can sustain the momentum or not. So the stock is in the ideal buy zone. Not a direct advice to buy or sell the security, but please do your own research or consult your advisor before buying the stock. That's it for today's session. Thank you for joining. See you again tomorrow at 8:45 a.m. and festival greetings to all of you. Thank you.